You're listening to the John and Heidi Show. Now, featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Ferris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris. Good Tuesday to you, good sir.
Yeah, back to like regular, what do they call it? Just kind of normal temps. It was weekend.
Yeah.
It was wild, man. I was just
It
thinking
was
about
beautiful this weekend.
It was so crazy. And then we saw like storm rolling in, and I was like, oh no, we're going to get it. And then it sprinkled, and then it went away.
That was it.
I was like, well,
Yeah.
that was okay.
But it's so weird because I'd already gotten used to in the morning while I'm slipping a jacket on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So I leave the house like Saturday morning, and then, all of a sudden it's like, it's 81.
Yeah.
You walking around your house looking
Beautiful.
like
I'm a
Mr.
little warm
Rogers.
here. So it was mucklucks and a Speedo the rest of the day. Just be on the safe side.
Not looking like Mr. Rogers is what you're saying.
Hey, Smalls, it's National I Care About You Day.
Oh, and I do care about you.
It's National I Care About You Day.
Nice.
So I gave this some thought, and I know, John, this isn't for public consumption, but you've been diagnosed with a hernia.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
In my belly button. I just want to make sure.
I've decided, because I care about you, that I am going to do that surgery
Oh, nice.
for just half
Oh.
of what your doctor.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
That's nice. I appreciate that.
50% off.
That's good.
50% hernia surgery.
Would that
You
be your first
cannot
hernia
beat
surgery?
that.
It will be my first,
And mine as well.
which means I'm coming in fresh.
What could
Don't
possibly
have to worry
go
about
wrong?
him being all burnt out on the job. It's going to be great.
Because I care about
It's
you.
going to be great.
Pablo Picasso. He's Spanish, A lot of people
Oh, yeah.
think he
Yeah.
was an Italian painter. No.
Oh, no, he's Spanish.
No, he was Spanish. He's 141 today. Pablo, the nose goes over there. What are you doing?
He didn't sell a lot of paintings while he was alive, did he? Or no, that
Yes.
was yeah, I guess he did. It was the other guy, that Van Gogh, that didn't sell.
Most
Yeah,
artists.
most is after they die that their
Most.
stuff is worth. Yeah.
Yeah, it gets pretty crazy. Nancy Cartwright is 65 today,
She's the voice of Bart Simpson.
which is fascinating, and she does about 7 other characters. on
Yeah,
The
she's
Simpsons,
really
too.
talented.
She's been doing it since 1989.
I think I read somewhere that she originally was going in to be the voice of like
Lisa.
Yeah.
Lisa.
And then she didn't
ended
get
up-
the gig, but she got Bart instead.
Yeah, she does Bart, she does Nelson, she does Ralph Wiggum, Todd Flanders. Just so you know, she banks $300,000 an episode,
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
That's what Heidi gets for doing the John and Heidi show.
pretty much.
John, I prefer not to discuss my
Oh, I'm
salary.
sorry. Nobody believed any of that.
And pop songstress, voice of a generation, Katy Perry is 38 today.
oh, yeah.
Okay.
Katy Perry.
Huge hits, Teenage Dream, Firework, I Kissed a Girl, and I Liked It.
Oh, nice.
I do have a dramatic reading from
Oh, good.
Quiet on the set, everybody.
another one of her top 10s, a little thing called Waking Up in Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. Katy Perry, Waking Up in Vegas. Shut up and put your money where your mouth is. That's what you get for waking up in Vegas. Get up and shake the glitter off your clothes now. That's what you get for waking up in Vegas. That's what you get, baby. Shake the glitter. Shake, shake, shake the glitter. Thank you.
That was lovely.
They don't write them like they used to.
They sure don't. Little taste of history going on here. It was 1938. Again, some things never change. We think, our generation knew better. The next generation are crazy and their music and blah, blah, blah. And it's just so funny to run into this stuff because things really haven't changed much over the years. 1938, American Archbishop of Dubuque, Iowa, Francis Beckman, denounces swing music as, quote,
Swing.
a degenerated musical system turned loose to gnaw away at the moral fiber of young people that will lead them down a primrose path to hell.
Ooh, wow.
Oh, my.
Imagine if this person heard music today.
Yeah.
Hell is filled with a bunch of swing dancers.
Hey, Archbishop.
Swingers? What?
Here's a little thing by Cardi B.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Strikes
right.
out immediately.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I remember playing a song by Cardi B in this studio, and both of you would we didn't
We
get
were
to
both
finish
like,
playing
turn it on.
Yeah, I was like, just stop.
Started
Just-
throwing
just
stuff at you.
awful.
I do remember that.
Yeah. He literally threw something across the room at me to make me stop.
Well, it was 1964. The world of sports, John. This right up your alley. Go sports.
Yeah.
I got to watch this live. I was but a Ute. It is still one of the top 5 blooper reels across the country when it comes to sports. 1964, this day. Minnesota Viking, defensive Hall of Famer, part of the Purple People Eaters. Game against the 49ers. Jimmy Marshall rumbles 60 yards into the end zone after picking up a fumble. Problem was, it was the wrong end zone.
Wrong end zone.
Oh,
He would be
How
known as
awful.
Wrong Way Marshall forever.
That would be so
There was a kid-
awful.
I was in
Yep.
basketball.
Vikings still won the game.
Oh, good.
Oh,
But you watch it, and it happened so fast, and the Vikings players standing around, and they're like pointing, going like, "No."
oh my gosh.
I was in basketball in 5th grade, and a kid, I won't say his name on the radio because that wouldn't be nice, but he got the ball, the rebound, and then he ran to the other end instead of throwing it right where it should have been, and made a point for the other team.
Yeah, see, some people should just not play sports.
Yeah, nice kid, but
So embarrassing.
oh yeah,
It is Wrong Way, by the way, Hall of Famer, fantastic player, and he's always just in interviews and whatnot. He just kind of chuckles and goes, "Yeah, that happened." It's like,
Oops.
whatever,
Yeah.
whatever, man,
Whoops.
whatever. Wrong Way, Marshall, 1978. Holy cow, 1978, because there's a brand new one just released now. The movie Halloween,
yeah,
Yeah.
starring Donald Pleasance and introducing Jamie Lee Curtis in
Yeah.
her movie debut. She was
lovely.
20 years old at the time.
yeah.
Just 20. Halloween makes its debut. I think we're up to 13 or 14.
Excellent
Yes, a lot of them, yeah.
films.
Halloween, Halloween 2, Halloween Resolution, Halloween Curse of Michael Myers, Halloween Revenge of Michael Myers, Halloween Return of Michael Myers, Halloween What's Up with This Michael Myers Guy, Halloween also, Halloween, some more Halloween, Halloween, please seriously buy one more ticket, please.
We're milking this for all we can.
Halloween. Okay, well, I know, you know. We all know we just bounce ahead here.
Gonna do that. It is the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At bettercreditcards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. bettercreditcards.com.
Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show. Coming up next week, there's a wonderful event that Crew is putting on in Sioux Falls. And I've been to this event in the past. They do a great job, and they have an amazing speaker every single time they have these events. And their amazing speaker for next week is from Sioux Falls, Craig Lawrence, and he's the featured guest speaker. And the topic is Afraid of the Dark, Lessons from an Ad Guy's Search for Meaning. And I've got Mr. Craig Lawrence on the line right now. How are you, sir?
I'm good morning, but I'm far from amazing, all right?
Well,
There may have been other amazing speakers, but not this guy. All right.
No, I think it's going to be a really fun time. Now, this event that's coming up, do you kind of probably have an idea of what you're going to be speaking about next week already, don't you?
Oh, yes, I do, certainly. Yeah.
A lot of folks know Lawrence and Schiller advertising here in Sioux Falls. And so you get to kind of peel back the curtain and let folks know what's happening behind the scenes, right?
Well, I will be exhorting people on a number of levels. John MacArthur, the world-famous trainer and speaker, author, says, when people walk away from your funeral, they will summarize your life in one sentence. What is it that you want them to say?
Yeah.
And what are you doing to be sure that that's what they will say? And I'll be talking about that, our legacy. It's so easy to shuffle through life and either ignore the Lord or half grasp when a submission to Christ, opens the door to a lifetime of adventure. So that's what I'll be talking about.
And the thing that's really nice, this speech next week, we're going to learn a little bit about you, and you're going to be talking about a lot of things, but it's not all, even though I would love to hear all about advertising, it's not all about advertising at all next week, is it?
No, I'm going to give away a book which summarizes a lot of the things that I've learned, that I've written, but no, then I'm going to talk about us focusing on meaning in life and how we discover God's plan for us.
And you've had a chance to go around the world, places like Ghana and places like Mongolia. So this is stuff that you walk the walk in addition to talking the talk, don't you?
Well, if I said that I was walking the walk, then that would mean that I was absent of humility. I'm just going where God has sent me, and it's been an adventure. And that's the adventure for everyone. It's the adventure of the unexpected and just the anticipation of what God can have. But he's got a requirement for us. He wants submission, and that's not easy, especially in today's world where we're swept up, in materialism and things are just so decadent in our country. It's so easy to just go along on a path without really thinking about matters that, of Christ.
Absolutely. Well, something that you've done in addition to the things we've talked about to help put Christ front and center in many people's homes is worked on a television program, a whole television network, Eagle Television. Talk to me a little bit about that.
Oh, goodness. Well, when communism fell in Mongolia in 1991, I was privileged to lead a delegation of 23 from Sioux Falls to Mongolia, and it was electric. I mean, it was the time when they were writing their constitution. But the first draft of the constitution said the religion is Buddhism. All others are forbidden.
Oh.
And when we premiered the Jesus film to 350 delegates to their constitutional convention, they asked us to help them write articles of their constitution, which would guarantee religious freedom. It was a great privilege that we had. And subsequent to that, the leaders of the country asked us, they said, if we don't have objective news, the old communist leaders will just be able to take over the country again with propaganda after the Democratic Revolution. And so we were privileged to build Eagle Television, yes. And we trained a whole generation of journalists to tell both sides of a story. But when we weren't running news, we were running programs like Flying House and Superbook and locally produced Christian programming, which really broke the country open. It was the most Buddhist country on earth in 1990, and there was not one Christian church, and really we couldn't find one Christian believer. Today, there are over 500 churches and many, many believers. But, we haven't been able to break through about 2 to 3% of the population because the Buddhist roots are just so deep.
Well, I am looking forward to learning more coming up next week. Craig, thank you so much for a sneak preview today, and thank you for your time today.
Okay, thank you very much.
Again,
keep it up over there, 1520, huh?
Absolutely. Again, Craig,
all right.
Craig Lawrence is going to be the guest speaker next week. It's at the Crew event, and I'm going to throw the information online to make it really easy to find. I believe a few tickets are still available if you'd like to get one. CRU.org is the website, CRU.org, and I'll throw a link on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Sunny Radio and facebook.com/Sioux Falls News.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not 50, 15, 1-5. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
And now stuff Dan finds interesting.
It is time for Stuff Dan Finds Interesting. Dan, what do you find interesting on this Tuesday?
Heidi, you dig hanging around in the kitchen. You cook a lot.
I love to cook. I have not recently.
Yeah.
Well,
Don't have a kitchen,
you got things torn up, whatever.
We'll have one again someday.
Basically using a can when you're cooking around a burn barrel.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, oh, look, the Smalls are hobos.
Yeah, Heidi's got a hobo cookbook. We've been living large.
But yes, I do. I love to cook. It's one of my favorite things to do.
Did you grow up with and do you own a set of Tupperware?
No, not actual Tupperware, no.
See, and that's the problem. Tupperware was like a big thing.
Deal.
I can remember my mother and her friends hosting
Having parties.
Tupperware party.
Yes.
Because that was the only way you could get it
Yeah.
back in the day.
It was a network marketing plan.
Tupperware has been around for 76 years, and the company is looking to bust a move and grab the attention of millennials and Gen Zers. Tupperware will now be available at Target store.
Oh, I thought maybe they're going to do a Tupperware challenge.
I mean, unless they do some serious updating, I don't think they have much of a chance.
Well, that's what they're talking about. But there was just something about when I was a kid. I remember with the Tupperware thing, it was kind of fun. When you put the lid on, you had to walk it and burp it.
Yeah.
It just turned that you had to burp
Yeah.
it. You know, it just came in handy.
It was fun.
It's like
The fun little noises it would make.
Tupperware, business was down about 18% last year.
That's too bad.
It's
I
still
would
about
assume way more than that, but
the stuff is distributed in nearly 70 countries. They're still clocking in at about 1.5 bill a year.
are you
They're doing
kidding
well,
me?
yeah.
I would have assumed they were on the verge of going bye-bye.
No. This isn't your grandma's Tupperware, Heidi. It's better now.
I don't know.
Oh, it's good stuff.
No, it's not
I'll be getting you some for Christmas.
because they're
Just-
branching out into all kinds of different things, and they just kind of slap a little youth face on it, and
Yeah.
Yeah,
and,
I mean,
and
if
see
they,
what they
if
can
they
do.
would modernize it and make it look a little cooler, I would buy it.
It does look cooler. Have you seen it lately?
I've seen it at like
John, how do you know this?
Because hey, I stay on top of the trend.
he's on
What?
top of
No,
the
this is all of a
Tupperware
sudden.
trends.
I'm uncomfortable now.
I know stuff about
John's
stuff.
weighing in on Tupperware.
I follow Tupperware on Twitter. Thank you. I'm in a group, a Tupperware
I'm
group.
in a
Yikes.
Tupperware group. All Tupperware all the time.
I lead a Zoom call all about Tupperware once a week. You make it sound like some of this is weird.
Wow.
You ever wonder what I'm doing Tuesday nights? Tupperware Tuesday.
According to the CEO, they go, well, you know what, in the next 2 or 3 years, and they're sitting on like over 8,000 different designs and patents for things
Oh, yeah.
they've never even produced,
Oh, really?
rather than just
That's
bowls
exciting.
and containers.
Put
What
that
in
on
the
your little
world?
blog, John.
They'll be entering into several more categories, anywhere from knives to cookware to containers, products for your microwave, freezer to garage storage solutions. They want to be maybe like in every room in your home.
Nice.
So,
So
Okay.
now is the time to buy stock, is what you're saying.
you know what? You can, because it was down 70% last year.
Ooh, let's get some.
Their stocks with Tupperware. Yeah. If you're
So
looking
I'm
for
a little
investment.
interested.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
We're going to
Thank
ride
you,
the
Dan.
Tupperware wave.
You bet.
That was interesting, Dan. I like that.
I know, we took Tupperware and made it interesting.
Right?
Yeah, you took that topic and made it fresh, not stale. We burped it and everything. Hey, Dan. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for letting me.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At BetterCreditCards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Tuesday, October 25th, 2022. Equities markets tried to come out of the gates strong this week with the S&P 500 up on Monday. The move is driven by anticipation of better than expected earnings as the peak of the Q3 reporting season gets underway. This week is the busiest week of the reporting cycle and should bring well over 125 reports from S&P 500 companies. The takeaway is that by the end of the week, there will be little doubt as to the health of the S&P 500's earning power. Also on tap this week, the PCE price index will be released on Friday, and it is expected to cool considerably from the previous month. The risk is that another round of hot data will force the FOMC into another 75 basis point interest rate hike and push the U.S. closer to a recession. You can get the inside track from Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at MarketBeatMinute.com.